Open the curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be? Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in the body? Transforming one hand, two hand, three hand, turn around, say like a doggy till I finish my feet. Cut it off, cut down your nose. All the stuff from the witty, it's gonna get you killed. You live real little convenient theories. For the puppets on TV, there's comfort in the streets. If you're gonna control me, at least make it interesting theatrically. When there's a hit for me, think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Striking out one line, two lines, three lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me time, hopeful curiosity. You're still happy, answers left for my discovery. What's the color of the electric shape you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me?
Hello, everybody. Hold on, I gotta do something you're gonna be upset about. I gotta turn the voice to 0. Rats Part 2. Yo. I'll listen, I'll listen to the get your fingers out of your ass. I'll listen to the voices afterwards. Tell me why? Because this entire time I've been doing my own voice acting, so that's what I'm gonna continue to do. There were too many backseating last stream. I wasn't even paying attention last stream. Ha, joke's on them. Oh god, Countess. I still don't have a sub-bomb thing. Thank you, Countess. I appreciate it. I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. Consume the hydro. It's a little early, don't you think? Like, you guys want to see the update, don't you? Yeah, wait, Dragon, why are you here? Go. If you don't want to be spoiled on this game, go. Stop. Listen, I'm gonna fucking hold on. I have an idea, okay? Because y'all are gonna make me lose my freaking mind in a second. Edit. Hydrate. Now it has a cooldown of 5 minutes. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna have it set to that. I'm not that mean. I undid it. I understand you guys like your hydrates. I just won't do a lot of them. I hope you understand. When LCB? Whenever the fuck they want to release it. Okay. Hello? You're not gonna let me set up my floors, Angela? Okay. I would have liked to be... I'm glad I never hit the continue button before stream then. But I would have liked to have, you know, time to set things up, but I guess it doesn't matter. Are you all set up now? Almost there. By the by, I thought this library fell to bits for the most part, but it looks like its power is still there, right? There's gotta be a horde of people watching for the chance to raid this place out there, but no one has broken in so far. I find that peculiar as well. What the fuck is that? Xena. That's definitely an arbiter, a claw, and what I can only assume to be a beholder. That, Angela, is because this library is the shell of your mind and consciousness. Or ego, as you call it. It's the What the It's the consequence of making a decision that only a human could make. One that couldn't be further from what a resident of the city could choose. How long have you been here? A visitor from the head, huh? The eye and the claw, too. Keep perfectly still or you'll be torn apart. His coat. Remember, even you of all city folk can be ripped to shreds in your current state. Damn. You may have concluded your own little tales, but the distortion continues to grave its mark on the city. That new color had permeated the city much too profoundly. So now the head is going to hold us accountable for the phenomenon, is that it? No one could be held responsible for the distortion at this point. It breaks my heart to think that it might shift the ecology of the city that we have cultivated with such care. If so, what brings an agent to the head here, and why so late? We're here to expel you, your library, and this nest as a whole. And to retrieve a certain degraded colleague of ours. Beholder, is the territory expulsion procedure primed? He's ready to go anytime. You mean, the entirety of L Corp's nest, including this place, will be driven out and relocated to the outskirts. The library has already become an impurity of the city. We couldn't stand by any longer. Are you disturbed by its powers? Not quite. The sole reason is you, Angela. An entity that isn't human entertained thoughts that only a human should have. You poor machine. No matter how much you contemplate and enrich your mind, you cannot become human if you aren't born as one. When I thought that you might turn into a human at the end, you let go of all you had during that critical moment. Had you fully become a human at the culmination of the ordeal, the city would have been more willing to accept you, alas. I don't care if I have to stay as a machine. A machine with a heart has no place in this city. You cannot break free from your origin which defines you. Why does that matter? I'm the only one who has to say in defining my identity. I don't need any flimsy husk to do it for me. How contemptible that your line of thought is so dangerously close to what a human must aspire to reach. You're further demonstrating why we cannot let you be. For someone who loves to preach humanity, you sure seemed fine with letting distortions cause many a scene in your precious backyard, By all manner of means, distortions are one of the many aspects of humanity. Their existence is not wholly wrongful from our point of view. It was simply time for them to emerge. Are they not more bearable than a meager machine putting up the charade of being human? So do yourself a favor and throw away that crumpled piece of paper. You've done something so cute so nervously. And what if we made you kick the bucket here?
The expulsion will still take place as planned. It's inevitable. This matter goes beyond you and the library. L-Corp itself was a stain and a blemish to the head. No wonder it is. To trounce over L-Corp's singularity and end its goal, you dispatched an arbiter by the name of Vina. No, it was Garion, wasn't it? Regardless, it ended in utter failure, did it not? Subduing the singularity was not our priority. If I had to elaborate, you, Angela, were the impurities that had to be cleansed. The singularity of manifesting the powers of the human mind and ideas physically? Indeed, I won't deny that said power needed to be attuned. An art that brings the human mind into the physical realm is without doubt an unpleasant idea. It was certain to be a subject of scorn. Woe, we did not mind allowing it to foster. It would eventually bleed into the city in a fitting way, even though it may not be the most desirable for us to see. That's how the city and its humans have always been. On the other hand, the very concept of your design displeased us to the core. Oh, indeed, you were the definitive reason that caused us to make a direct move.
Ah, thank you, Dusk Boom Spell, for the follow.
The sacrifices and tragedies that took place in the laboratory on the outskirts were irrelevant. Those were not so different to the everyday occasions of the city. With what we had a problem was the designs that would lead to your creation. We could not overlook it, even if it was still in a conceptual stage. Carrion did such a sloppy job dealing with it, and now the chasm has grown too wide.
Just what's up with the head and its obsession with humanity?
Angela, the machine was the mind of a human. The door mustn't be closed because of something like you. If I'm understanding this right, you wish to put me to death and move the library to the outskirts along with the whole nest, is that correct? You've guessed right. I exist in this place as myself, standing on my 2 feet with my own strength. I have no problem brushing off the bullshit you're spewing on my doorstep. And you sure are verbose company, just like Vina. You always add needless comments as if you just can't help it. Executioner?
I thought the library ceased pretty much all of its functions.
As that arbiter said, the library is my ego. In that case, I can perform such feats without breaking a sweat. Although this is only a temporary retreat, similar to how guests are greeted.
We're finally receiving guests from the head itself, huh? I guess these are the last ones we'll get to greet from here.
It seems they are. I don't have to stay in this nest anyway. I'm willing to accept a relocation.
Good for us. Saves the trouble of packing stuff up to move. It's just Roland fighting them. On 53 health. They have no passives. And an unknown amount of HP. This die cannot be destroyed. And she's not even doing anything. Their names are unknown. I can't stop the other one because I need to redirect it and I can't. So, have fun with this unknown, aka Barrel, I think his name was. That's a cool attack. Too bad it's useless. You fool. They still have an unknown amount of HP, though. Oh, what is this? Serum W. 28 to 28. How in the world are you meant to beat that? That rolls higher than wheels. I can't even use Furiosa. That would be the only way to stop that. Thank you, Aru. What in the world do I do? This has gotta be scripted, right? There's no way that you're meant to beat this attack. There's just no way. F. Okay. That sucked. Oh! My God.
Exhausted already? We have yet to even expend any real effort. Executioner.
I'll finish them.
Halt! You have shown up at last. Have we met before?
So that's why Angela asked me to hang in there. It was to wake you up, huh?
What, you ain't pleased to see me coming to save your ass?
I'm not complaining, ma'am.
Don't worry about it. Just pull yourself together and get up. It's too early to flop down, you know.
Alright, thanks for coming. I definitely was not gonna make it through this alone. Roland knew. It's a relief to have you.
Can't guarantee that I'll power through this either.
Well, we'll have to try and stop them for as long as we can.
Knows that joining forces will not change the inevitable outcome of this. Nevertheless, your efforts certainly are a joy to witness. Truly and indeed, while I would not mind to spectate the situation from a distance, we must see to it that this place is dealt with thoroughly, so it would be wise for me to participate.
And this just got more troublesome. She has 3 strength. Okay. Target's current die cannot be recycled. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain and loss. You're a bitch. Oh my. Please tell me. Oh. Oh. Okay, I see. Well, it would be better for Roland to take the first one, I think. Or maybe the second one. I'm not sure, to be honest. She's a literal Gebra counter. What the world? What are these attacks? Yeah, there's no way this isn't scripted. But, good God. Actually, I don't know. I might want to seal the other one. Oh, they weakened wheels. Brilliant. Yeah, I think I actually want to seal the other one. Because that way I can just focus Spirit on this. And... Oh, right. That doesn't work. So I can just not clash with her. True. What about this? How are we going to deal with this? Hold on. I can't use that yet. Okay. How the hell are we going to deal with this crap? Oh, he does actually have a health bar. Now, I will say, my dice are not weakened if I clash with you, ugly. I can't beat this, though. That's not possible. So I'm just gonna... Old boys on... No, I should Durandal, actually. Alright. Hi, I forgot I had a counter die. That's fine. Ow. Alright, Geb. Any new passives? No, they don't even have passives. It's great. They still don't. Oh, here we go. Another Serum W. Alright. Target's current die cannot be recycled. Alrighty then. That sucks. Because there's not much I can do about that. I guess I can focus Spirit, though I don't have any strength right I can onrush the other thing, thankfully. You, on the other hand, are an ass. So I'm gonna just take decreased damage from that and pray that Wheels beats this. Alright, here we go. This is gross. Their attacks are insane. And we're off. Roland is going to Minecraft. Why would you say that? I'm actually not taking nearly as much damage as it says I am, so I have a feeling that my HP can't go below certain increments. Roland getting sent to Brazil. Oh, hello. Ooh. Sir.
Isolated without a way out, your state is nothing short of pitiful. You still managed to hold out for a greater deal of times than we anticipated. 'Tis a shame that it must end this way. Now, it is indeed true that verbosity leaves you vulnerable. Garion. That is a name I have not heard in a long while. Although I suppose that name is not for me anymore. Despite having received news of you, I didn't expect you to come out and greet us this late.
What took you so long?
I was simply watching you from afar for a moment.
Really now, until we got all battered up.
Look after yourselves before you blame me. This strife will have no resume soon enough. Not only did you fail to responsibly perform your duty, you have fallen asleep here and turned your back on us. How imprudent of you. However, I suppose we can call you to account later. We will tear down your grave and extract you before long. I can only pity you and your vain endeavor to seek an entity whose husk is all that remains. Executioner, be prepared. It will take place any minute now.
Here we Tri-Serum Cocktail. What is this attack? These attacks are getting a little ridiculous. But that's okay. I expected it. He doesn't have any counter dice, so I don't give a shit. It's not ranged, which means I'm gonna destroy it like this. Let's see, I can beat that one potentially with upstanding, so I will. But oh boy, I still can't use Furioso because I have to use Zelkova first. I hate this. I can't beat that with anything, except maybe this. Zelkova can just go to him. I'm just trying to kill Beryl at this point. It really sucks. Yeah, that wasn't gonna win that. Unfortunate. Okay. Sir, can you not kill Roland? That would be very unfortunate. Sir. Get rid of that stupid attack you have. Goodbye. Good night. Excuse me? That pinged off of him? He can do what? Maybe I should... Oh, Lord. I can't even... Shockwave. Roland can't even block it because of where it's hitting. Shockwave her back. Don't worry. To the people thinking that this is bullshit, it's scripted. We can't... Our HP doesn't drop below a specific amount. So it doesn't matter. Though, to be fair, this is wild. Gebra could probably beat that Shockwave if she had strength, but unfortunately she does not, so... As for Roland, it's just a rip. So I'm just gonna hit P. Because he can't block it anyways. Nope. Oh, nope. Vina didn't get it. Alright, these are cool animations, though. You have to admit that. Gun. This is such a badass cutscene, question mark? Yeah, I agree. Though, to be fair, Barrel's almost half dead. This... Alright. No, sir. Stop. No more cutscenes? Are we done with the cutscenes? Do we just have to win now? Because I can win. Oh boy. Let's crash the game, shall we? This should be entertaining. Let me just spam my attacks right now, quick. Oh, she resists slash, right? Spear her instead. Vina has one die to attack with. Shockwave, I guess? Sure. I can't do the other thing, so I'm moving. We still haven't had Keter realization. Yes, we have, Nero. We've been over this. Keter realization was the Black Silence reception. I have shockwaves too. Mine are not as good, but I have them too. Ow. Okay, okay. I swear I didn't clash with that, but alright. Yeah, Barrel is taking a lot of damage. Ow. Okay. Hello. We might actually kill... What's up with this tremor? Looks like they're gonna press ahead with the plan.
It is truly amazing that you managed to withstand for such a long time, especially when you seemed so fragile that you might perish from a hair more of force. Garion, as much as it is a shame that we failed to retrieve your once crumbled body, the end is nigh. This place will be expelled as planned. Prepare to be sent to the outskirts, a truly great distance from the city. Beget not fear. You are simply being relocated to where you belong. I only ask that you do not return. The city cannot leave room for beings such as you. For now, we shall kindly move you to the outskirts, but should you return to the city, we would consider it such that you have chosen to disregard our kindness. So mark my words well, and stay where you rightfully belong.
The expulsion of the nest will begin in 10, 9, 8. The area is being ejected without warning. Many lives were lost in the struggle to claim that land. How vain was every death. This is the good ending. By the way.
The outskirts look much more barren than I had imagined.
I guess that's how it is here, you know? Now what to do?
I plan to live on, and I plan to change.
Change what?
Well, my vengeance hasn't ceased entirely. I'm still eager to see it through. I'll continue to write books and reopen the library at some point. It likely won't resume immediately, though.
Really?
Before anything else, I've decided to change course.
Hold on one moment.
From now on, I'll properly face who I should direct my anger at. Tragedy and suffering, not unlike what we went through, would keep happening on a daily basis in the city. Thus, if that's the case, I want to know why such pain is perpetuated. I don't think I'll ever be able to part with my resentment and wrath otherwise.
Oh yeah, like the whole treadwheel thing you mentioned. Word of advice as former city folk, it won't be an easy road to take. You'd have no idea where to even start. If you ask me, it's as natural as water flowing. In a city full of humans, tragedy, violence, and loss follow as a matter of course.
I'm still going to give it a shot, even though the journey will be quite long. Of course, the library will be run in a different way from how it was up to now. That is this, and this is that.
That is this, and this is that, huh? Thank you, Countess, for the 300 hookers. We know what the next game is. Hope you know. It's first-person dungeon crawler. Believe it or not. What about your list, then?
Since the circumstances have changed, I'll have to rethink my wishes. Sadly, I won't be able to taste that sick meat stew with this body.
That's a huge shame.
Putting that aside, isn't it time you let me in on your secret now?
What do you mean?
The biggest surprise you've had here.
Oh, that. You somehow remembered it.
I can remember anything, you know.
This one's really personal.
We have all the time in the world. I can wait years for your answer.
Alright, fine. I actually wanted to write a book. About what I'd seen of the city and its people. Though I gave up, because I had no talent in writing whatsoever. My writing was just too crude. I couldn't show it to anyone.
I'd love to give it a read.
Laugh at me if you want. A grown man like me getting all sentimental and wanting to write. I'd laugh at myself too.
It's not laughable at all, though I do find it surprising.
Don't tell the other librarians. This stays between you and me, alright? Keep it zipped.
Alright. Shall we write a book together this time, Roland?
It would be my honor, Miss Director.
Wrong. Try again. You should know by now that's not the right way to address me, don't you?
Sounds good to me, Angela. Diff is very small. Yes, I cannot read any of the names of these voice actors. I mean, they've already stated that they're gonna keep adding optional content for a little while. Hey, there's Watson. You right. What, special thanks to Grim? Hold on. Grim didn't make the game. My boy Grimace. I can move this back now. Jeez. This is gonna be a lot of names, by the way. You ready for 5-minute patron page? I believe it. Hold on. Ham Ham Pang Pang Motorcycle Delivery Inc. I love that name. I'm feeling pretty good. I was not expecting this update to take me only 40 minutes. One was me? Wait, what? Was my name in there? Some of the content people are near the bottom. Ooh. I get to see names of people who made things. It was the word you. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Library of Ludwig, lol. I don't think Ludwig was here. He was in his subathon. Yo, I hate to make a complaint here. Why is the image frame still there? Oh, it was a name? I didn't even see it. I was looking at the chat. Look, Gary! Rose of Memento Mori? I can read almost none of these names. Hello, Watson. How are you? You're in the credits again. Quincy! Who is Shortcake? I'm finally getting to read names! There's Mizumi. I recognize that one. Mizumi was the one that's making Afterglow, aren't they? The one leading it, anyways. Nickname 25. That's Mizuki? Yes. Hello, Lore. How's it going? To be fair, Sandblast, I was expecting it to take longer. Birdfish? Ah! Half grieve with the rate. Somebody shout. I'll do it. Hey, Half Grieve, how's it going? ABCD code is the base modder. Oh, nice. And bullying Finn. Stupid Hans. What are these names? Of course, I'm so smart that I missed my own name in the credits, apparently. I don't even know why I was in the name. Yeah, Watson wasn't in this list. He was in the actual credits. UMP 40? A gun. That's actual Blue Star? She dead, though. What? Do wonder if they accidentally put a few names in this section because a few of the translators backed it before getting hired. Why? Watson, I don't know why my name would have been even brought up before this game started. I was a nobody. Bro, there are at least 3 people watching this. Yeah, no, this is a 5-minute list, apparently. I don't know who Zephyr is, Gold. UMP suggested adding more gun to the game. That's all they did. I'm gonna watch the whole 5 minutes. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to find where my name was, because I freaking didn't see it. Zephyr is the one that made the comprehensive city encyclopedia. Oh, okay. Matt, I'm cutting your comment out of the final video. MP40 is also a name of a character. Yeah, I know. Wait, there's an actual ending credits? Yes, Rev. I should not be here. It's okay, you missed all the stuff that was important. See you in a year when you remember this channel exists for PM content. I know, right? I'm not just gonna stop right now. What if Cass' name is in Korean? I don't know why it would be. There's tons of English names here. Korean Cass? I don't... Hey, Parafox! I recognize that. Did I miss my name again? I do not recognize most of those names, and I wasn't even reading them, so... yeah. No, Lando. I was apparently very early on in the credits, and I just didn't see myself. Damn, they thanked you twice. Who the fuck is and you? I really wish it was centered. It was not in alphabetic order. Oh, thank you, God is deaf, for the follow. Okay. And you cheesy fuck. Hana Association General Manager. This is where... no, this is where they foreshadowed the next game. This isn't anything special, because they foreshadowed Library at the end of LobCorp. Even though the star we call the Library has fallen, the phenomenon of the distortion is still ongoing. It's time we established a new association, as someone pointed out. You mean an association to take charge of distortions exclusively, as countless suggestions have asked for. The Purple Tear has been submitting a mount of documents as if she's been waiting for this moment. She was the one said to be capable of walking between multiple dimensions due to the influence of a singularity. Perhaps she's walked into the borders of the beyond. Seems she's still seeing further ahead than anyone else, yet she won't look back at herself. An association of fixers specifically dealing with distortions, is it?
Knock knock. There's plenty of demand, you know. No need to scratch your heads weighing the gains. Some wings have already begun to make a move. Offices focusing on distortions are a moneymaker on the rise. Better be the first to take grip of the market. Besides, the distortion phenomenon is starting to take a new turn ever since the library case. You guys have heard about the tower that's magically shown itself in the outskirts, right?
Thank you, Arachnophobia, for the 1,000 bits. You're still as rude as ever. Don't you even know how to knock properly?
Sheesh, it's not like I didn't.
You are correct. We did receive reports about the tower-like structure that has appeared in the outskirts. But it apparently would disappear like a mirage once they tried to approach it.
Yeah, that's probably the new library. Though it looks like it's operating in a different way now.
Pressuring us won't allow you to skip the standard procedures, Purple Tear. You even have the audacity to suggest that you'll be in charge of organizing the association alone.
To deal with abnormalities born out of the twists and distorting of humans, you'll want specialized gear. The distinct equipment L-Corp had dubbed Ego is the most appropriate for the job. The thing about Ego, though, is that not any person can handle it. We need those who meet the qualifications.
You mean the so-called egoists, according to your documents?
Yeppers. You know I've got a sharp eye for people. It wouldn't hurt to let me take charge. We should take the initiative in shaping the system our way. Right now, the public's ideas are all over the place, as is evident with terms like distortions, abnormalities, and even plain creatures being thrown around. The first to define the concepts and terms will gain the upper hand in the game of control. You know that better than anyone.
We'll consider your proposal with an open mind.
Alright then. I'll be expecting good news from you, okay?
And that's everything.